What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic, getting the ball rolling this afternoon. Like we talked about it a couple weeks ago that Robert Garcia said that Robert Easter Jr. was the fight that they was looking to come back down to 135 for, and now that we understand why, the reason why is Golden Boy wants to get options or have Mikey Garcia sign a long-term contract for Mikey Garcia to fight Jorge Linares or Miguel Cotto. So Mikey Garcia isn't willing to oblige that offer. So he's now going to target going back to 135, fighting Robert Easter Jr. Most people say, oh, it's a shooting. I don't understand why he's going to do that, fight 135 rather than go up to 140 and 147. And it's simple. It sells. It's a fight that sells. People don't understand that. And people short sell Robert Easter Jr. very much. Oh, he struggled versus Shavakov. Shavakov was a tough opponent. Shavakov beat Richard Kami, Shavakov, Mike can beat Jorge Linares, Richard Kami can beat Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, every time he steps up in competition, usually loses, And Luke Campbell wasn't a step up in competition. He had already lost to Giovanni Mendez, got knocked down as well in that fight. And he did pretty well versus Jorge Linares, I must say. But his style is just too amateurish, I would favor Robert Easter Jr. over Jorge Linares. People say, oh, he's, he got a lot of speed, he quick, he got the skill, but he don't have a jaw, and his face cut up like you slicing a pizza. A lot of people don't do their homework. And Mikey Garcia would obliterate Jorge Linares. And the Chinian guy was supposed to be Jorge Linares' mandatory, and Jorge Linares ducked Denchinian. Therefore, Mikey Garcia got his shot at Denchinian. And whatever that guy's name Denchinian was, and he beat him. So it was a foregone conclusion that Mikey Garcia was going to knock out Jorge Linares. And I would have loved to see Robert Easter Jr. fight Jorge Linares, but he doesn't mention his name. And he's going to be fighting Terry Flanagan. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But, people shortchanging what Robert Easter Jr. brings to the table. He's a tall guy. He's still learning. I heard people even disrespect him, saying that David Haney would beat him at this point. It was so disrespectful. And they act like Shavakov was a bum or Richard Kami was a bum. None of them guys were bums, though. They were good, solid contenders, and we'll see. I think he definitely has a shot to beat Mikey Garcia. I know it sounds crazy. People say, oh, Burner can do it. Two totally different type of styles and type of fighters. Robert Jr. is a long guy that can box and move and that can punch. He's still learning. He's still getting better fight after fight. He hasn't peaked out. Neither has Mikey Garcia. He hasn't. He's more closer to his peak or his climax in his career than Robert Jr. is. And, it's definitely a good fight. I definitely would, favor Mikey Garcia probably heavily. But it would not shock me if Robert Jr. was able to beat Mikey Garcia. It just wouldn't shock me. He brings certain things that Adrian Broner doesn't bring to the table. Good footwork. He's offensive. He's going to throw. He's very tall. He's very long. He got some pop, And it's a different ball game, especially you got Mikey Garcia trying to come back down 5 pounds to make the fight. And what I mean when I say it sells because you got Little Bro and Robert Jr. trying to beat the big bully that beat Big Bro. It sells just off of that, and they can push this fight. More and more people knowing who Robert Jr. is because he's rubbing shoulders with Adrian Broner. And it's going to sell. It's going to be a fight. It's going to have a lot of trash talking. It's going to be, Robert Easter Sr. and Mike Stafford going against Robert Garcia and Mikey Garcia again. He going to make some money. It's going to sell. It's going to be a main event, And it's going to help propel both of these guys to superstardom. And people just say, oh, he's going to stop Robert Easter Jr. I don't think he's going to stop Robert Easter Jr. I think Robert Easter Jr. got a big, good jaw. And I don't think Robert Jr. going to stop Mikey Garcia. But it's not out the realm of possibility. People just jump to conclusions. Oh, because the guy won one fight. Oh, he going to win them all. He going to beat this type of guy. Two different styles. We see it time and time again. One guy beat one guy, and then a guy that y'all see that's a lesser fighter beats the guy that beat the harder guy. It happens in boxing. It's style makes fight. It's a matchup. And this definitely is a fight that I want to see happen. I would rather see both of these guys fight Jorge Linares first, but that's just not gonna happen. Golden Boy's protecting him because they know he's vulnerable. He's flawed. He's one of the most overrated boxers out there amongst the fans, in my opinion. He got stopped by 3 nobodies, and then Antonio DeMarco and then 2 other nobodies. But, this is definitely a good second-tier fight or second alternative fight to either of these guys fighting Jorge Linares, because he don't want to compete and he don't want to compete versus nobody. Trust me, Golden Boy. That's why they're protecting him and making people sign with them to get a Jorge Linares fight, because they know he gonna get his ass waxed. So you know, we settled for this. Well, it's not even settled. This is a good, solid fight. It's supposed to be in the works. I guess for December, I would believe in. Let's get it done. We gone.